Hey there, good evening. I'm Shamik Ghosh. We are reporting live from the sidelines of the Thoughtworks Digital Leaders Forum. Joining me now is Sriram from Thoughtworks. Sriram, if you could just introduce yourself to the audience and tell us a little bit about what you do at Thoughtworks.
Nice meeting you, Samtru. Hello, everybody. So, I primarily work for the automotive and manufacturing clients, precisely in the world of software-defined vehicles. So, every day when I get up, I try and see how software can enable the world of mobility to make it safer, secure, and greener.
All right.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you and great having you with us today. All right, now, Sriram, we've heard a lot about AI projects being deployed in the automotive industry. However, we've seen in the industry as a whole, a lot of AI pilots, they don't make it past the pilot stage or they don't deliver the intended business outcomes. What are some of the reasons for this? And also, how can companies ensure that they're able to get their AI objectives right?
Right. So, of course, AI is definitely not a silver bullet to solve every other problem. But in the world of automotive, there's one other constraint. One is automotive world is a very safety critical system, which means you really need to have a deterministic output. So, given that, yes, AI can solve a lot of problems, but identifying the right use case, identifying the right business case becomes a very, very important aspect when you have to say that, okay, now let's take AI and get it right. Even from talent perspective, there's a lot of differences in the way we do software using the new technology, including AI. So all of this needs to change, and I think we'll get there one by one.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And, coming to the data side of the story, now we've seen in the automotive industry, there's a lot of data that companies have to churn through. I mean, you've got a lot of unstructured data coming in from telematics. Tell us about the data foundation part of it. What do companies need to get right to ensure that that data foundation is correct for their AI deployments?
Yeah. So of course, today there's a lot of market for the connected services.
Right.
Today's cars have fundamentally changed. The expectations of user from what they use to move from A to B is dramatically changing, and cars turn out, and in general, every other vehicle turns out a lot of data. And what is very important to is to make proper use cases, proper you know insights out of this data, and whatever platform you need to build, it needs to build upon a proper data strategy. And that's how Thoughtworks also fundamentally believes in trying to build the right data foundations, create the right use cases, and then deliver value.
All right. Makes sense. Well, we talk about the culture aspect of it. Now, any change management, for a fact, it faces a bit of pushback. Tell us about the kind of culture that's needed to foster AI innovations. Do we need a culture mindset as well? If so, how do you advise companies out there to trial it?
So automotive world is in general heavy in terms of process, methods, and tools. And for years, the way we did software development is probably remained constant. Of course, we have adapted new tools, new processes, and new techniques to deal with that. And in this AI world, I believe a lot of people still think AI can only be used for, let's say, coding and testing. But the fundamental values or the advantages that AI can bring is far more than coding and testing. So now, when this paradigm shift happens, the way people need to upskill themselves or reskill themselves and try and find the right ways of using AI has to change. Of course, at ThoughtWorks, we also do it ourselves, right? Whenever there's new technology change, we also need to upgrade ourselves.
Right.
So one of our programs is also called the ThoughtWorks University, right? So how can the entire workforce be reskilled or upskilled in terms of having the right knowledge to use the tools? So yeah, I think that's how the way would span out even in the world of automotive.
All right. Well, those were some brilliant insights shared with us. That was Sriram from ThoughtWorks. Sriram, again, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for sharing those insights with our audience out here.
Thank you, Kam.
All right.